Hello, hello, hello again. Hello. Sorry about that, people. I don't know if you can see me. It looks a bit dark, actually. Comments will appear here, it says. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Freaky Friday, Fun Friday. Yes, it's the end of another week, and I'm here. This is take 2. Yes. Okay, how are we all doing? I think I'm sitting in the dark here. Let me move around a bit. Not that you really want to see me. Are you now live? WhatsApp? Yes, I am, Stacey. You'll have to... But I can't message you because I'm on my phone. Go on Facebook, Stacey. You'll see I'm live. So, just wait for some people to sign on because I told them all a minute ago. Oh, there's someone joining us. Hello, 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 hello. Someone's joined us. Sorry, I'm having to take 2 because my computer's just went ding. So, hi, I'm just going to wave at you. Oh, no, I'm doing it again. You know what I'm doing? You're on the phone. So I'm trying to use my mouse on my laptop to wave. Oh God, I'm no use. I'm no good at this. Someone else is. Oh, Stacey's. Hello. Hi, Sherry. Freaky Friday. Hello, Stacey. Lots of love to Henry, my son, who's not talking to me. You found me. Lots of love and kisses to Logan and Ollie. Hope Ollie's little injury is healing. Ended up in A&E the other day, and little Logan, he's pulling himself up and he's crawling. I'm missing all this. But Stacey, fiance not girlfriend, soon to be daughter-in-law from heaven. Oh dear, has been sending me lots of lovely videos and pictures and stuff, which is really nice, but every time I see them I cry because it makes me miss them even more. But I'm not the only grandparent in the same situation who's missing their grandchildren. But I am really blessed, Stacey, that you're taking time out. So you certainly are. For some reason it's taking ages for you to come up on my homepage. Oh dear. Oh well. You need to, I think there's a place that you can get a button and it says get notified every time Julie King goes live. I think you can switch a button to it, so so as soon as I go live, you get notified by it. I think I'm getting a little bit technical in my old age. I don't know how. So okay, today's mug, apart from Julie-Sian King knee trot. Love, live, sparkle. We're loving life. We're living through history. Yes, did you not realise we are living through history? In about 100 years' time, people will be looking back and go, cool, look what happened to the coronavirus. And and so we're living through history. So let's make a name for ourselves. So I'm making a name for myself for my daily. And I'm sparkling like a unicorn today. Today is Unicorn Day. I have declared. Hi, Tanya. God, I haven't seen you for ages. Hi, Sandra. Oh, how are you? How's the... You must be really struggling with all your... no one coming to your crystal workshops. Sandra Hope Maskell is the most amazing, knowledgeable person about crystals. If you want to know anything about crystals, Sandra is the person to go to. She's the go-to person. And she runs this amazing school up in Chester. And she runs I think it's a 2-year diploma course. So hi Stephen. So if you want to know anything about crystals, Sandra is the person to go to. And you can babysit for a whole weekend. Yes, I'd love to babysit for a whole weekend. I'll turn them all into unicorns. My grandchildren into unicorns. Okay, so yes. So today's treat. Right, I thought I'd go for a healthy option. Get on with it, Stephen. I am. I'm going for crispy slices. Look, it's back to front because it's on the phone. Apple. That's the operative word, a bit of fruit for you. And apparently each slice, one slice contains, is only 56 calories. Now, oh my gosh, I saw myself last night. I did a playback on the pancake making. I am so fat. Oh my gosh, I am so fat. I mean, they do say television makes you look fat, but fat is fat and fat is fat. I mean, this is ridiculous. Yeah. So I've gone for a healthy option. Well, it's not as healthy as the fruit the other day. And guess what? I'm going to be very, very brave. I'm going to be very, very brave. And I'm going to venture out to Tesco's. I think Tesco's. Because I'm feeling a bit claustrophobic at the moment. And I had a massive anxiety attack this morning. Because of the thought of going out. And it's like, oh my God, I've got to go out. Because I've got no food left. And you can do whatever you want with him, but no bringing them home early. Do you know, when we eventually get to Florida, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute, because I've just received some gutting news. Well, you know, all news is, you know, about Disney, Florida. And, well, I mean, it's not really gutting, because it probably won't affect us until next year anyway. And I am going to spend so much money on their outfits out there. I'm going to have a whale of a time. I'm going to dress them all up as you know, Captain Hooks and Peter Pan and all the Monster Inc. outfits. Him and them, not him. Oh, God. Yeah, okay. So, Disneyland World, Florida. Just checked. They may not be opening now until 2021, which isn't going to really matter because I don't think we're planning on going until July 2021. But I do hope they will open up again because, you know, the thought of, you know, oh my gosh. But, you know, just think I've got 14 months now to start saving up to go to Disney. So I better get my arse into gear and go and find a job. I want a job. I've told Henry we're having matching. Yes, we're all having matching. Thing 1, thing 2, thing 3, or ticker t-shirts or something. Yeah. So then when he loses, we can find each other. Oh gosh. So yes. So that was gutting information day. I was like, what? Disney may not open until next year. So. Oh gosh, but if it is until next year, but that's all right. We're not going until next July or whenever for the honeymoon. So yes, the mother-in-law from hell is going on a honeymoon with her son and daughter-in-law from heaven. They didn't know this, but they do now. Okay, I want to talk about Disney. So, because I've decided, you know, this search for, sorry, I'm just altering my seat. So, there you go. Because it's one of these seats, you can press the button, an electric button, it goes, woo, woo. So, you're going to say she's not with us. Yeah, that's what you're going to say, Stacey, all the time. She's nothing to do with us, nothing to do with us. Okay, Disney. The first time... We know it by now, you can say it. I know. Well, no, it's like, you know, did everyone know I went to India? I went to India, apparently. God, that seems like a lifetime away now. Oh, gosh. Okay, Disney. Paris. Yes, now my idea, right, was because on this hunt for my soulmate, and he has to have certain characteristics. And one of those characteristics, he must like Disney a little bit. Because if he don't like Disney, it's out of it, you know. I mean, he's got to be into sort of dragons and unicorns and this bit. Well, he doesn't have to be into unicorns, but, you know, he has to be slightly spiritual and understand where I come from. But I must like ghost hunting and Korean Chinese. And do you know, I just sussed out where I may have gone wrong because I put curry eating ghost hunter. Maybe I should have put curry eating Chinese eating. But no, I don't eat Chinese people. I eat Chinese food. That sounded wrong. That came out wrong. You know what I mean? It's like I eat Mexican. No, I don't eat Mexicans. I eat Mexican food. I don't eat that much Mexican because it's too spicy for me. So she who's just been to India was spicy, but it was amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Right, back to Disney. Yes, so this hunting for my soulmate. So I thought I'd better put it out there, quite obvious, that if they go hunting, do you like Disney? Do you like Disney, Steve? Oh, maybe you are my soulmate after all. I know you like dressing up in Disney characters, so maybe there's a job for you. So when Disney open up next year, you can go apply to be one of their characters. You'll get single, ready to mingle. But if you're not mad, move on then. A top which says, I'm single and ready to mingle, but if you're not mad, then move on. Yeah, that'd be a great t-shirt. I need that. Is this Stephen Guy single? Yeah, because he's mental as well. Sorry, Stephen. Okay, Disney. Now, as some of you know, I can be a little bit impulsive. Because, you know, I start talking and then my mind goes off all over the place. You know, it goes here, it goes there and stuff like this. And I suddenly get these sort of impulsive things that I'm going to do. Hi, Andy. Oh, Andy, give Sari a hug. I believe she's now out of intensive care, which is really great news. So if you are able to message Sari, can you tell her I'm sending my love and lots of healing? No, Stacey. Stephen doesn't want me. What? So yeah, Andy, give Sari much love from me. I'm sending lots of love and healing and prayers for her because she was in intensive care last night. Sorry, talking about people and stuff, but yeah, my love to Sari, please, Andy. Okay, serious bit. Right, so yes, so sometimes I can be slightly impulsive, like, I know, this weekend I'm going to spend the weekend building a sweat lodge and sit half naked in a sweat lodge with strangers, or, I know, let's go and jump out of a plane, or, I know, let's go to download, or, I know, let's go to Brussels today. Again, I can't go to... So the biggest one I did was, I know, let's go to Florida. And 23 hours later, we were on the plane. So I am quite impulsive when the mood gets me going. So I will do the story, the little background story. I have a lot of family. Well, yeah, I have a lot of family. I have family in Wales, Somerset, and in America. Okay. And I've got quite a lot of family in America. That's from my granddad Welsh side. His father's father emigrated with the 5 kids, and 3 of the kids stayed over there and 2 came back. Hence why my grandfather was in Wales. But all the rest of the family stayed over in America and they spread all over. And what they do every year, and it's probably not happening this year because of the coronavirus, they have a reunion in different parts of America. And they announced that they were going to do it in Florida one year. So I said to my ex, because at that time I was together with my ex, this was before he decided he'd had enough and abandoned me and the kids. I don't blame him. I'd abandon me and the kids. Because you see me, you should see my 2 kids, and Stacey, you're a flipping angel for taking on Henry. So they messaged us, ages and ages before this trip to say that we're going to Florida. So I said to my ex, it would be lovely, it'd be a chance to go, that's in Florida. I know it's in Grainsfield, which is about 2 hours north of Orlando, but I said, we could do the both, do a family reunion and take the kids to Florida. Yes, he says, that's a good idea. Okay, fast forward a few months to about March, when he decided he'd had enough, couldn't cope with me, and abandoned me and the kids. It's all right, we'll still talk now. occasionally, once in a blue moon. But so that was in the March he left, and my cousins over there. And then I started hearing, where were you on Facebook? It must have been Facebook, or something we were talking on. And they said, oh, the family reunion's coming up. And I said to them, oh, I don't think we'll be coming this year, unfortunately. So time tick tock, and it comes up to June. And at that time, I'm teaching Henry at home. So Henry's been home educated. That's another long story. And Anna, she must have been 5, 6, so year 2 of school. But wanting to be home educated as well. Of course she did, because her elder brother was home educated. And then eventually I did home educate Anna as well. And yeah, great, home education. They both landed up at university. So I don't know why everyone's having problems at the moment teaching their kids at home. But that's a different story. So I messaged my cousin, uncle, stroke granddad over there. I don't know what you call it, 42nd cousin 3 times removed. I get a bit confused on these family trees. So I messaged Bob and I said to him, oh, having an amazing family reunion. Gutted that me and Henry and Anna can't come, but due to circumstances, And he then messaged me back and said it's not this weekend, it's next weekend. And I said, oh, okay then. And I said, oh, it sounds really exciting. And then they were posting about all the things they were going to do at the weekend and where they were meeting up and so on and so forth, so on and so forth. So, so he messaged me on the Friday night and said, yes, it's happening next weekend. And why don't you come? And I thought, well, why not? I've just recently separated from my ex. I was working as a temp, but I was working full time at the local hospital. I was running my own business doing massage and aromatherapy. I was doing Avon and I was working for a Sweet Breeze aromatherapy company as well. So I was having like 4 jobs, teaching the kids, Henry at home full time. And, my life was bonkers, okay, because I thought, he's walked out, I've got to be the strong woman and support this family because he didn't want to know, blah, 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 blah. So I was doing 4 jobs, home teaching and all that. And he said, why don't you come? And I go, well, because one slight technical hitch, no money. And then he went, well, So I then spoke to my friend Andrea. And over a bottle of wine, we had a long discussion and decided, well, actually, how would you have paid for it? And I said, well, I would have saved up for it. So at that time, I got an empty credit card. So she said, well, put it on the credit card and then just pay it off instead of saving up for it. I went, well, that's all right. And she goes, you got new passports? And yes, the kids' passports and my passports had just arrived about 2 weeks before that. Must be fate. So I went, oh, okay, thinking about it. And then I messaged Bob up in Florida and I said to him, if they're thinking of coming, I must be mad. If I'm thinking of coming. He goes, it's going to be really easy. You just arrive, fly into Orlando, pick up a car. And in those days, it was before sat-navs. So he posted me maps, which I printed off on my computer. Great computer things. I mean, technology has moved on now because this is going on a number of years. So he did that. So, and I was thinking, I might go. Well, Saturday morning comes and I've got a client. And I had a few clients that morning. I was working Saturday morning. So Anna was gone off with her dad because it was the Toaster Church Fete weekend. So Anna had gone off with her dad. His son, Henry, decided he didn't want to go with his dad. That's another story. So he had his mates round and there was about 5 or 6, Henry and 5 other lads, and they were sitting in Henry's bedroom playing computer games, lying on the bed, playing all their computer games, whatever it is they played when they were like aged 12, 13. So I had these like half a dozen teenage boys in the house, all being told they have to be really quiet because I'm doing quiet because I've got clients downstairs. But they were, bless them. The boys were very, very good. All Henry's friends and Anna's friends knew that if I had a client, they all had to be upstairs and be very quiet. And then they got treats afterwards for being quiet. And my clients go, I can't believe you've got 6 teenage kids in the house and 5 little 5-year-olds running around. I know. Bribery works wonders. So I had this client, bless her, and client confidentiality, I can't tell you her name. And all I can say is that she came from a treatment. And client confidentiality. But we were chatting as... You know, like when you're with your hairdresser, chat, you know, where have you been? What have you done? What have you had? Oh, I've just had a holiday. I've just come back from Florida. Really? So then I started saying, you know, well, next weekend in Florida, my family got a family reunion. You've got to go. You've got to go. And I went, well, you know, and she goes, what's holding you back? She said, you're home teaching Henry. And Anna, she's little and you'll learn more when you travel. And it's true, you learn a lot when you travel. Learn an awful lot when you travel. So yeah, I don't know whether anyone's messaging me because my phone stopped working. So if you're messaging me, I'm not getting the messages, so I apologise. So there we are. Don't do this. So I thought, well, why not indeed? So the client goes and it's 12 o'clock and I check on the boys because they're too quiet. Were you all right? Yeah. And told them, you know, I finished with the clients and they can run around the house and make as much noise as they want and they won't ignore me like 13-year-old teenage, 12 and 13-year-old boys do, you know. Get the normal grunt sort of thing. So I pop into the study. Well, it was the junk room. You know, we've all got a room. It's the junk room where everything just gets piled in and it looks a mess. And it's where I had my computer. The computer, big chunky thing in those days. You know, things have changed now. And I went onto it and I found a website and I rang this lady and I said, I'm thinking going to Florida. Have you got any special offers? I mean, this is unbelievable. Okay. So this is 12 o'clock. She said, well, hang on a minute. I've got an offer with BA. And she goes, I'm going to double check this. But because I was an adult and I was taking 2 young kids, she said, I've got this amazing offer. And she goes, I can't believe it. If you buy 2 tickets to Florida, return tickets, and you've got a child, the child can travel for £1. I went, sorry? Sorry? She goes, yeah, I don't believe this. But she says the flight leaves 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. And I went, oh. Okay. I said, are you sure about this? And she went, yeah. And so she double checked and she said yes. Because I was travelling with kids, I was going to have to pay a surcharge anyway. Because, you know, they always nab you. You know, it's also a single person with kids. You know, they always have to take one as an adult. So it worked out. So I went, yes, I'll take this. So it cost like £250 for me and £250 for Henry. And £1 for, well, actually it was £2. It was £1 there, £1 back. I mean, how many places can you get a kid's seat for £1 to Florida? I mean, you just had to go. So I said, yeah, I'll take it. Here's my credit card. So my credit card suddenly had nothing to £502 on it. I was thinking, oh, well, that's all right. I can pay that off. And then she said, it's... where was it? Gatwick. And I went, oh, well, now you tell me Gatwick. Oh, okay, well, that's all right. So she said, 11 o'clock, so you have to be there, So she said, what are you going to do about parking your car at Gatwick? And I went, well, don't. She goes, I've got this really special offer. Holiday Inn. I'm going to mention all these companies because I might get it free again. She said, Holiday Inn have got a real special offer that if you pay for car parking with them, you can stay there overnight for free. And I said, well, how much is car park? And she said, well, normally if you park somewhere, you know, for 2 weeks or two weeks, 1 day, whatever it'd be, I don't know, about £100 or something. But she said, this is unbelievable. She said, they're doing this offer for 2 weeks parking for overnight. And she goes, the 3 of you will go in one room. And I thought, well, it's only for one night, a few hours. We'll all sleep in one double bed. Well, It was like 50 quid, really cheap. And she goes, I don't believe this. So I said, bung it on the... So that was that thing. So I then thought, right, we're going off to Florida, and you go onto the internet and you could get visas on the computer then from America. I mean, stopping stuff at the moment, but there's, you could get a visa. So I applied for a visa and got those. So I got the visas for the three of us, got our passports, and then I rang my friend at 2 o'clock, Andrea, and said, guess what? We're going to Florida. And she goes, oh really? 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Oh, okay. I said, we have a slight technical hitch. What's that? The suitcases were up in the attic. And my ex had taken the ladder. So I couldn't get hold of any suitcases. So she says, it's all right, I'll be up in half an hour. I've got a suitcase you can borrow. And she turned on with this massive big pink suitcase, and then with the little one, and she goes, what you do, put the little one inside the big one, pack everything, because she says when you're out there you'll be able to buy so much stuff for so much cheaper. So she said just throw in a few things and then you can come back with your 2 suitcases, because Anna, that's the only thing, Anna was not allowed a suitcase. It was only me and Henry, so we could only have 2 suitcases. That was that, but I just thought, well, her shorts don't take up much from anything. So I went into Henry's room, and there's all the kids lying on the bed. And I said to Henry, right, we're going to Florida tomorrow. He's going, and when his mate said, sorry, I said, yeah, we're off to Florida tomorrow, so you need to pack a bag, get yourself sorted. So he goes, well, when are we going? And I said, oh, we're going to be leaving about 7 o'clock tonight to go down to the airport, and we're flying tomorrow. Oh, okay, he says. He's playing a game, one of Mum's mad things. We're just going to Florida. Just like that. And his mates turned around, so did you just say you're going to Florida tomorrow? I went, yeah, it's all booked and ready to go. Oh, really? I went, he goes, Henry, he goes, oh, it's Mum, she does these things. She suddenly has these mad ideas, Let's go to Florida. So I booked it at 2 o'clock on the Saturday. Andrea comes up. So we get all the paperwork, we're printing off things. So I messaged Bob in Florida and said, yes, we're coming. So he was emailing me road maps and where to go and the addresses and places to see and stuff like that. And because we were going to be arriving on the Sunday, I said, well, and the reunion wasn't until the following weekend, I said, I'll take the kids to Disney on the Monday and Tuesday. And then we'll travel up and see you. He goes, yeah, that's fine, because there's a jet lag and all that. So we get everything sorted. Just another little technical hitch, right? I've separated from my ex. And I'm about to remove his kids from the country, and I hadn't actually got his permission. So I was thinking, oh, what are we going to do about this? Is he going to let me take them? I don't know, because he could turn around, because he's that sort of guy, no, you're not taking the kids out, sort of thing. Now, at the time, we had a caravan, a mobile home down in Great Yarmouth. Loved it. That's the one thing I regretted about the divorce. I was informed I had to sell it and split the money, because that's what he wanted. Even though I bought it with when my mum passed, she gave me some money and I bought the caravan, and so that's the one gutted thing. But we did have this amazing mobile home down at Haven Holiday Camp down in Great Yarmouth. So it was like, and we used to go down at the weekends. It was great. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I miss my mobile home. Miss it. But that's another story. So we've got on the side the passports, the visas, the paperwork, my driving licence, we got insurance, life insurance, travel insurance. We had that all printed out on the side. And about 5 o'clock, and we'd packed some bags and stuff, and Henry's mates were going, Henry, don't you think you need to pack? He goes, no, I only do 2 minutes. With Mum, we just throw a few things in and we can get some more stuff over in America. I said, yeah, just get, 5 pairs of knickers and 5 pairs of socks, and we'll get everything out. It's not like we're going to Outer Mongolia, going to Florida. Irresponsible of me, totally irresponsible. So my ex turns up with little Anna. I've had a really good day, says Anna. Well, the stuff is all on the side. So Andrea leans on the side to cover up all the paperwork and shoves the suitcase into the dining room, and hopefully he doesn't see it. Because I haven't got permission to take the kids out of the country. So Anna's jumping up and down. Oh, I've had a really nice time. And I'm going, yeah, right, okay, fantastic. And then Jonathan says to me, he goes, what are you doing next weekend? Because he says there's the church family are having a barbecue, and I'd like to have Henry and Anna there. And I thought, they're not going to be in the bloody country. Oh, sugar, what am I going to say? So I started going, and he goes, oh, don't tell me you're thinking of going to Great Yarmouth next week. And I said, well, yeah, the kids love going away on holiday. Now, I didn't actually say, yes, I was going to, I just said, well, the kids like going away, like having a bit of fun, it entertains them. So I said, if the weather's nice, well, of course the weather's going to be nice in Florida. We're going to go away. So I said, it's too early yet, because as you know, I only decide the day before. And I said, and as you don't have to buy tickets for the church family you can just turn up. I said, can we leave it until the middle of the week when I can confirm with you whether we're going away or not? No, in 14 hours' time, I'll be on a bloody plane going to America, knowing I won't be in the country. So he goes, okay, he says. Right, so I said, I'll call you in the middle of the week. So I said, I'll give you a ring or I'll text you on Wednesday and let you know whether you can have the kids or not. Okay, he says. So he disappears. So Andrea then turns to Anna, Anna, guess what? Where have you always wanted to go? And she goes to the seaside. And it was like, no, Anna, where would you like to go? The cinema. No, Anna, where have you... She goes, I don't know, well, would you like to meet Mickey Mouse? Oh, yes, please. So Andrea goes, right, okay. And then she went out, because Anna was such a tiny little thing, but she had a little growth spurt. And all I had was last year's summer clothes. So Andrew went, right, try these shorts on. Do they fit? Yeah, they fit. They fit. Yeah, they fit. They fit. And Hannah's going, what? So we go, so it's like, yes, we're going. So, and then I said to Andrea, right, she says, who do I, so I said, we write a letter to the school to say there's been a family emergency and I've got to fly to Florida. Well, it is to do with the family and it's like an emergency. Well, family reunion, I don't know, just like family. So I wrote this letter for Andrea to take into work, to school on the Monday on behalf to Miss Anna. And then I went, oh, I've got a client. Andrea says, it's all right, I'll ring them for you. So she went through my book. And she said, I'll ring all your clients and cancel everyone for 2 weeks and rebook them in for when you come back. Thank you, Andrea. And then I went, oh, God, there's food in the fridge. You got milk and stuff. She goes, it's all right, I'll clear it out. Saves me going shopping. So I left her the door key because I said, if post comes, it needs sorting and everything. Bless her, Andrea was amazing. And so she waved us off at 7 o'clock that Saturday night. And I get in the car and off we go. Down on the M40, M25 to Gatwick. Now, I don't drive motorways because my ex always did it all. So we were driving along the motorway, thinking, God, I'm on a motorway. How irresponsible, I'm taking 2 kids to Florida. Didn't really think about it. Got myself, and as we were going down, this bird, this pigeon, decided to be a kamikaze pigeon. And it comes swooping down the motorway, because I'm going down 50 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour, keeping to the speed limit, of course. And suddenly, I thought, should have got a broken windscreen now. And all you got on the windscreen was this outline of when someone dies and the police draw a white line on the floor where the dead body was. I had this outline of this dead bird on my windscreen, but it's okay. So we hop it down to Holiday Inn, and then we stay the night, had fun. Oh, there's a swimming pool, so we used the swimming pool. We had dinner and everything like that. Everything going on the credit card, good old credit card. And next day, leave the car at the Holiday Inn. And they get me a taxi to the airport and drop me off. So we land. So it's like I get a text from a friend, It says, hi there, wonder if Henry wants to come and play this afternoon. I go, technical hitch, Karen. We're at the airport, we're about to fly off to Florida. She goes, oh, I didn't know you were going. I said, nor did I, up until 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Does your husband, ex, know? I went, no, I'm just about to text him. So the flight was due at about 11 o'clock. So I thought, well, I better text him to tell him he wouldn't be able to have the kids at the weekend. So it's 10 to 11 and we're sitting for the plane and Anna's getting really excited. Oh, going on the plane. Really excited. Going to see Mickey Mouse. I said, yeah, I'm going to see Tigger. This is so exciting. So I text me ex and I thought, right, 10 minutes. He can't do anything in 10 minutes. You know, because he'd be a bit slow off the mark and thinking my wife's about to take the kids out of the, you know, he's not got time to, you know, buy a dummy card to BA and found out what flight it is and stuff. Would have been in the air long gone. So I texted him, I went, hi JK, just to let you know, you won't be able to have the kids because we're actually in Florida. Remember that family reunion? We're on our way to it. Bye. And I got his text back going, oh, what? I went, yeah, we're about to get the flight leaves in 4 minutes. So see you soon and I'll text you when we get back. Bye. Turn my phone off. Goodness knows what was going through his mind. So we got on the plane, flew. Right. So now, bearing in mind the reunion wasn't until the following weekend. And my plan was the first few days we were going to go and see Mickey Mouse. And I thought I'd covered all bases. You know, I've got my car hired. I've got the travel insurance. You know, the flights there and back and everything. And they bring round a piece of paper to you to fill out to say part of the immigration progress of where you're going to stay. It's like... This first night, I'd done a boo-boo. Because I thought, you know, we're staying in Orlando. And because I'd been subconsciously thinking, well, when we get up to the family reunion, we're going to stay with my family, Bob, cousin Bob. Completely slipped my mind. Then when we landed in Orlando, we ain't got anywhere to stay. I thought, oh my God. I could feel my face go white. I thinking, shit. And the lady says to me, are you all right? I went, quick thinking. I said, yes, I can't remember the name of the hotel. We haven't got a bloody hotel to stay. She said, and I went, now I'd been to Orlando on my honeymoon. And I knew all about International Drive and all the hotels. And I knew that there was a Holiday Inn. And I said, well, we were staying in Holiday Inn last night, I said, to drop our car off. And I said, it's Holiday Inn in Orlando, made it up. And I said, but I don't know the full address. All I know is Holiday Inn, International Drive. And she goes, that's all you need to put. Holiday Inn, International Drive, Orlando. She says, that's all they need. Because I said, well, I don't know the full address and blah, blah. And I said, all the paperwork's in the suitcase, which is in the hold. Lie. Pinocchio. So I scribbled out that we were staying at Holiday Inn International Drive. And I thought, I'm not bothered. So we go along and we arrive, go through passports, really excited. Yes, pick up the car. All on the wrong side. Never driven in America before, because last time I went on my honeymoon, my ex did it all, and he did all the driving. He insisted on doing all the driving. And of course the car's on the wrong side, and every time I wanted to change gear, I kept using my hand would go down to change gear and I'd hit the door because... So I was thinking, oh shit, we haven't got anywhere to stay. Never mind, didn't want to let it on to the kids, you know. Impulsive mother, cocked up here. Oh, right, let's go find a hotel. Oh no, let's go down International Drive. We'll find one. And we found somewhere. And then the next day went to Disney. Now, I've waffled on, so what I'm going to do is tomorrow is going to be part 2 of what happened on our first day of Disney. Because it gets better. It gets better. Okay. I haven't had time to do the card for the day for the collective, so let's do a very quick card for the day. I've waffled on so much. As you can see, Disney is my favourite subject after Spirit World, or the World of Spirit, and the World of Disney. Okay, card for the collective, card for the collective, card for the collective is body care. That's funny. Sorry, it's back to front. Body care, because I've just been talking about how I'm fat and overweight. I looked at that video last night and thought, oh God, I'm so fat and overweight. So there's the body care. And it's just telling us to take care of our body, you know, do some exercise. The weather's nice, get out and do some fresh air, try and think of natural, healthy foods. So like I said, I'm going to try and attack Tesco's in a bit and buy a lot of fruit and veg and stop eating chocolates. So I think I might try and see what healthy snacks I can start eating instead of all this chocolate. So body care. That's the one to do today. Take care of your body. Get out in nature. Go and hug a tree. Get some fresh air. Get some sun on your skin, on your face, and eat natural foods. Now, if you want to eat lots of fruit and veg, vodka is made out of potato peelings, so that's good for you. Wine is made out of grapes. If you get a proper jam donut, that's strawberry jam. There's some strawberries in there. Gatto, Black Forest Gatto, that's black cherries. You can see my thinking behind it. So that's the card today. So I'm going to take a photocopy of that in it and put it onto my Instagram account. Yes, I have an Instagram account. Yay! I think, well, actually, it's Healing and Services that was. So I'm going to wish you all a fabulous Friday. We've got a family quiz this evening on Zoom, so that's going to be fun. So I've got to go and create my 10 questions on capital cities in the world. So I'm just going to do that. It gives me something to do. So I'm going to catch up with all the family at 6:30 this evening on Zoom, and going to eat my apple biscuit, drink my tea. Oh, I haven't done much tea drinking today because I was talking so much about the first day of our holiday to Florida. Part 2 tomorrow. So love you all, miss you all, virtual hugs. Remember to work from your heart centre, not your ego, fear, brain. Work from your heart centre. Keep well, keep safe and keep inside. Love you all. Bye-sy bye. Bye-sy bye.